Hey guys, it's Zach from Zach's Auto Detailing. This is the second video in a series that I'm probably going to go ahead and do the rest of. I got my bucket pressure washer here. It's kind of a new tool that I'm trying out. But I wanted to talk about the importance of detailing a new car in this video. So one of the biggest things I hear from people, and they usually don't get their cars detailed after they say this, is it's a brand new car, it doesn't need detailed. I don't see the point in getting it detailed. I'll just wait a couple of years. And in some cases, I would say that's true. In my personal opinion, some cars aren't worth spending a lot of money to detail. There's some lower end cars. I know Nissan and Kia are a few manufacturers that make really, really low end cars, like $10,000, $11,000 will get you a brand new car. For me personally, it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend, $500 on a car like that to have the paint perfectly polished and have a ceramic coat put on. It's just not very realistic to spend, 2 or 3% of the whole value of the car just to have it detailed. And realistically, the car is not going to probably last more than 5 or 6 years anyway. So it doesn't really make sense to do it on a car that's of that low of value. For most new cars, you're going to spend, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 more if you're, getting into higher end cars. So for cars like that, if they're brand new, I would absolutely recommend getting them detailed right off the bat. This technically isn't brand new. It's about a year old. A customer of mine had bought it used from a dealer. It has, I think, 13,000 miles on it. So there's a few things that I'm going to do different on this than what I would do compared to if it was a brand new car. This, because it's been to a dealership, I'm afraid they may have buffed it, so I'm going to have to measure the clear coat and figure out how thick the actual paint is. They may have buffed it and made it too thin in certain spots, in which case I'm going to go ahead and approach it differently than if it was brand new, just off the lot, never been touched before. But even on brand new cars, it's real important you get them cleaned. They don't decontaminate them from the lot, so you're going to have, if they transported them by train, you're going to have rail dust. If they transported them by truck, you're going to have stuff that was kicked up by the road, brake dust from the truck possibly. So you're going to have metal in the paint, even if it's a brand new car. I've dealt with dozens of brand new cars, and they all have the same thing. They're all contaminated. So it's important that right after you buy them, you get them decontaminated, clay-barred. And then from there, I would recommend ceramic coating them. It's pretty much the lowest maintenance coating that you can get. You don't really have to touch it for 2 years, maybe more if you get into different coatings. Whereas if you wax it, you're going to have to reapply it every 2 or 3 months. So I would recommend go ahead and get it ceramic coated. So I'll walk you guys around the car and kind of show you guys. Like I said, this is brand new. They just bought it, I think, 3 or 4 days ago. So you guys can already see that it has gotten pretty dirty. So we're going to go ahead and clean it up and then do a paint correction on it and ceramic coat it. Okay, so at this point I went ahead and determined that the car actually didn't need corrected. They did a pretty good job from the dealer doing that. So I didn't have to polish it. I went through, I washed it, clay barred it, and now you're looking at it after it's ceramic coated. So I saved a couple hours, and I saved about $100 by not correcting it. Like I said, it didn't really need done. The paint was already in really good condition. I did measure it, and it looked like they did polish it from the factory. There was a few spots that were a little bit lower along the edges and such, which is pretty typical whenever you polish a car. So now you can see inside the wheel. I get inside the barrel, all the wheels with my brushes, and make sure to clean everything, and then ceramic coat it so they won't really have to do anything for about 2 years.